rioting in France, and you won't see it on the MSM, the mainstream media. And actually, if you do, go Google or whatever browser you use. I've actually replaced my browser. I don't use Google anymore. I use DuckDuckGo now, on my phone as well as my PC. So yeah, go search, actually Google the riots in Paris, in France, and see what you come up with. Good luck trying to understand anything from the articles because of the amount of lies that they are pumping into these articles, so that you don't know that there is a full-blown revolt starting in Europe, France and Germany, and hopefully all of Europe and North America will follow suit. They show you a picture of one person on a bicycle and then some graffiti. They're not showing you how many was it? 300,000 or 30,000 protesters came out. It was a very impressive number. Anyhow, and as I'm watching these, I've completely stopped following the news. I just follow raw footage now, mainly on Twitter or wherever I can see it, social media wise, because of the state of censorship that we live in right now in North America, including Canada. So I wanted to highlight a few things. When I was watching the footage that the MSM was so kind to deliver to us, you know, the people of the world, I had a few thoughts come to mind. Every time I see Antifa protesters and the police, Antifa now are carrying open, like they're really up in your face now. I mean, the only thing left is for them to start killing people in the name of immigrants and immigration. So on Antifa, I wanted to say that I think they're cowards. Actually, I don't think I know they're cowards, because I know the mentality of people like Antifa, because they are exactly a replica of the religious police where I come from in Saudi Arabia, who are very low IQ, low educated thugs, criminals who have no life and who don't have core beliefs. So they follow wherever dictatorships take them. So like where I come from, the religious police, who I know now are being, you know, they're being fought against because there's this new thing in Saudi Arabia where they're trying to pretend that they're reforming Islam. But the religious police would get money. They would get paid for their corruption, to hurt people, to hunt women, to chase people off and kill them. They would get paid by the royal family because that's the way the royal family wanted it. They wanted the people oppressed, and they didn't want to be bothered to oppress the people themselves. So they just paid these thugs money, which is what George Soros is doing with these Antifa people who ultimately have no core values, no core belief. I saw a guy in Seattle, Antifa guy. Of course, all their faces are covered because they're ashamed, right, of what they're doing. They literally calling another person, a reporter, every name, under bullying them, calling them fuckers and fuck you and just nastiness. And I'm thinking to myself, you are pro something, and then you are pro humanity and immigration and refugees, but at the same time you are so evil and ready to kill someone and harm them because they are against your ideology. They're not doing anything else. They're just trying to show another version of what you believe to be true, which isn't. They're trying to show you the truth and you're refusing it. So you're pro-humanity to one group of people, but at the same time you're against humanity towards another group of people. If that's not hypocrisy, I don't know what is. So they're cowards. And they are actually the epitome of social justice warriorism. Although I thought our Prime Minister was it, he's not. With his $50,000 offering of a tweet to Trevor Noah, who is a nobody. Nobody. He's pretending to be this philanthropist or this amazing good, you know, he does so much good, but with our money, not with his. And he's not doing good to us. We here in Canada have no health care. Our education is in the shit. We're approaching a civil war. We have, oh my gosh, how many people have been laid off and will continue to get laid off? Because we have nothing and we are entering a very bad recession. But he's giving our money away to the third world to help them as he's killing us here. So even though I thought he was the epitome of social justice warriorism, it's actually Antifa. It's actually these thugs who get paid for their activism. Activists don't get paid. Trust me, I know, I'm one. We don't get paid. We suffer. We take it out of our time, out of our lives to become activists. They get paid. You can see them getting paid. Like these caravans, these fake migrants that are coming over here, they're all getting paid. So I don't know what activism they are and what anti-fascism they represent, because they are the true fascists. So yeah, getting paid to they're getting paid to be told how to think, what to think, how to act, what to do. This isn't activism. These are criminals. Fun times. On Justin Trudeau, I had a few words. On the next election, and I know you guys still don't believe me, and I hope I'm wrong. I truly hope I am wrong. But for what it's worth, entertain this thought, because I'm worried. I come from a dictatorship, and I see all the red signs. I see all the red flags, sorry, that we have entered full dictatorship here in Canada, as well as has Europe, you know. He's become very arrogant, and now he's in your face now. He doesn't care. You know, if you look at the person that came in 2015 and then you look at the person that we have now, they're not the same. He entered on a lie, which I don't understand why he still remains in his position, because he clearly lied about everything. The agenda that is now being shoved in our face is not what we voted for. He's selling out Canada, not to mention the migration pact that he's signing without as much as your consultation. And then, you know, the true horror will begin after December 11th. On this man, if he is a man, I think he's a monster. I don't think you'll be able to get rid of him next year, because you do not get rid of dictators with votes. Dictators are removed through war. I know I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again, because I have to warn you. I don't know what else to do. I would like it if you guys were able, I can't vote, right? I can't vote. But I would very much like to believe that you guys will be able to rid us of this parasite next election, but I know you won't be able to. So this is just a warning. You know, keep it in the back of your mind. You have to have a plan B, which it will have to be a civil war to get rid of him. And you know, whatever, call me crazy, call me what you want. Something else I'm going to attach a whole bunch of videos for you to see. A lot of them are what's happening in Paris and France with regards to the revolt. I'm calling it a full revolt. It's a civil war. It's inching very close to a civil war. Macron, of course, is somewhere fucking around with carbon tax and elites and migration pacts, and God forbid he listens to his people. He actually has snipers. One of the videos I'm gonna put on will show you snipers that are on rooftops ready to shoot people. This is where France is right now. And if you don't think that this can happen here, anyhow, one of the videos, yeah, so I'm gonna show you some videos of police joining the people by taking their helmets off, which is apparently a signal that they no longer want to fight the people in France. Also, the firefighters have turned their backs completely against their leaders. The only thing left is the military. And I hope to see that happen, because once it starts, it'll spread like wildfire. I'm going to link a video from a KGB defector called Yuri Bezmenov. And I want you to, it looks like the video was filmed in the 60s or the 70s. I'm not 100% sure. I guess I could look it up, but I didn't. But it was a warning to America. He warned America about the ideological subversion that happens by these people and these elites that are behind the scenes, controlling us and experimenting on us and brainwashing us. Watch this video. It's an eye-opener for everyone who ever calls people like me a conspiracy theorist. They are experimenting on us. They are brainwashing us. They do not want us to wake up. The media lies they're everywhere. They're in Europe. They're in the Middle East. They're in America. They're in Canada. The media lies. Who controls this media and why are they lying? In their lies, ultimately what has happened is they have created a reality that is a fake reality for us, the people that we live in. We walk around asleep, zombies, in this facade that they've created for us. It's amazing the way they've done it. We watch CBC, we watch CNN, we watch the media that they want, that's in our face, right? And then we go out and we see this facade where everything is fine, life is great, there's hijabis and we accept them and we love the immigrants and, there's some bad things happening, but we don't really know what these bad things are because the media won't tell us. And then we go about our day, we work, we come home, we pay our taxes, we go to bed, we wake up, we go to work, pay our taxes, go to bed, and repeat, and we suffer in poverty, and, we're just struggling to make a life, and then we die. This is the facade that we live in. But when you dip down to see the reality, and you take a taste of it, and you come back to the surface to spread the reality, the truth to the people around you, you'll find brain-dead zombies who call you a conspiracy theorist. Watch the video on Yuri Bezmenov, please. And if you can share it or share this so people can call me a white supremacist and a conspiracy theorist, that would be actually really good. Maybe we'll wake some more people up from the sleep state, this hypnosis we've been put under by lies that we have chosen to believe. So my podcast is getting released December 10th. I have a date. December 10th is the date. People who are waking up, people who have woken up, people who are awake are choosing to either sit back and watch for a bit before they decide how they're going to engage in this, uprising of the people against the elites that are oppressing us, or at least they're trying very hard to change the world that we have come to live in, to a world that is not one that will be accepting of us as much. People will choose the way they fight, and this is how I have chosen to fight with this podcast. Because even if they don't know it and you don't know it, people like me are a weapon. And there's a reason they want to kill us. I will not be going out protesting and rioting. This is how I will fight. And when you listen to my podcast, you will understand. So December 10th is the release date. Stay tuned for more information about this. And if you haven't signed up to our mailing list, I will attach that as well for you to sign up. So please do that. Let us all engage. In the end, I wanted to quote George Bush Sr. With a few things, so bear with me here. To quote George Bush Sr., he said, "We must act on what we know. I take as my guide the hope of a saint. In crucial things, unity. In important things, diversity. In all things, generosity. He also said, America is never wholly herself unless she is engaged in high moral principle. We as people have such a purpose today. It is to make kinder the face of the nation and gentler the face of the world. And our nation is the enduring dream of every immigrant who ever set foot in these shores, and the millions still struggling to be free. This idea called America was and always will be a new world. The point here is that North America was founded on immigration. The idea, however, was to create countries that are shaped by higher moral principle, not to bring your old world with you, a place of hope and rebirth, not recreating your homeland. This is where the elites have gone wrong. They are trying to bring something old and ruined and dangerous into a world that is safe and new and perfect. And they will lose because the people will not allow this to happen. Thank you.